Well, today I wanted to go briefly over how to make sure you don't run short. If you're ever spraying, that's the worst thing to happen, is to run short. You get about 100 feet to the end and you run out and you have to scrounge up more product to finish, and it's a pain. So I'm going to kind of go over how I like to do my math to make sure I don't run short. I have a lot of, well, 90% of our work is under center pivot. So it's usually a circle that I have to work with. So I'll just go over that. It's the same principle with the square, I guess. Pretty interchangeable. So I'll flip the screen around and we'll show you what I do on my monitor here. Okay, so here's my display. This is what I have set up when I'm spraying. So when I get to a spot, if you come to this next page, so this is the field I'm spraying. So it's a half circle with a little wiper here. So if it was a full circle or square, whatever, you want to get one big spot where all the passes will be about the same. This one's got a slight curve, and so if it's like over here on this strong curve, I'll kind of explain, you know, if I was had this section like right here, I would do it a little different. But these ones are all even. So if you go over one page, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passes to finish. And so what I did is I wrote down my total, which I believe was 586 or something. And I went down this line, and I came over and went down this one. And I subtracted the two, and it came out to 154. And then I divide that, because I did 2 passes, by 2, and that gives me the average for each one of these passes, which is 77 acres. Then I take 77 and I count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I go 6 times 77, and it comes out to, I think, oh, I don't have it. It's on my phone, so I can't see, but I believe it comes out to 462 gallons to finish. And so I obviously have a ton of extra. So I can either increase my rate, or I can, you know, if I was going to a different field, I'd save it and move over. I'm actually I need about 40 gallons for the next field. So that means I'd have about 490, and I need about 470 to finish. So I have about 30 extra gallons. So I'm probably going to bump my rate, so I only have about 15 extra gallons. I always try to have about 1 acre's worth of product to make sure I finish. So that's kind of what I do to do my math. So to know how much to increase, you would just take the, say I need 470, so 470 divided by my total, divided by 530, and then I times that by the rate I'm going. Oops. And that will tell you what you need to change your rate to. So I'll go ahead and change that, and I'll keep spraying. Well, that's basically what I do to make sure I don't run short. If there was a slight curve to the one edge of the field, I usually add about 15 gallons. So say the average came out to 77, there's 6 rows, so I needed 462 gallons. I would just add about 15 gallons, because that curve just makes it so your average isn't quite on. Just to make sure I don't run short. I'd rather have a lot extra and not run short. And if it's square, it'll come out usually dead on. So sometimes I'll maybe save half an acre's worth of product. So if I was going 20 gallons, I'd only make sure I have 10 left. If it's a circle, I usually try to have 1 acre, so about 20 gallons left. But yeah, hopefully this is useful. Don't run short. It is the worst, especially on a Saturday when everyone's closed and you can't get more product, or at night. Speaking from experience, trust me, don't run short. So hope this is useful, and subscribe if you want more tips on spraying.